Today we're going to learn how to do a basic color separation for screen printing using Adobe Photoshop. This is how you'll get each color of your design on individual screens. I'll start with a design that'll go on a black shirt and then one for a white shirt as well. So let's get started. First, open your design in Photoshop. We need to make sure it's in RGB, so go to Image, Mode, and here it is in RGB, so we're good to go. Then go to Image and Image Size to make sure the resolution is set to 300 dpi and the appropriate size for your transparency sheets. Once it looks good, hit OK. Then head over to your layers and duplicate the original layer. It's usually a good practice to duplicate your layer in case you make any mistakes later. Next, we need to get rid of the black background since it's the color of the shirt we'll be printing on and we don't need that on Photoshop. Head over to the magic eraser tool and set it to 32. Then select the black background, and it looks like it missed some spots, so I'll just select those manually. You can also set the tolerance higher to make sure you're grabbing all the background color. Now the image should only have the colors we'll be printing. In this case, is 3 colors. Next, we need to separate each color onto its own layer. To do this, make sure you're on the right layer and select the magic wand tool. Click on the first color and you'll see it creates a selection around the purple, where you clicked. Now to get the rest of the same color, just right-click your selection again and hit Similar. Now you should have all of the purple selected. We need to put this color on its own layer, so right-click again and hit Layer via Copy. And then you'll be able to see your new layer in the Layers panel. Now back on the original layer, we can do the same thing for the other 2 colors. Just select the color with the magic wand tool, right-click, hit Similar, then right-click again, and put it on its own layer. And now for the last one. Select the color, right-click, Similar, then right-click again, and then they all are. All 3 colors on their own layer. We need the final inkjet printouts to be black, so we'll need to add a black overlay to each layer. Head over to the Layers panel and click on the first color you want to work on. Now hit the Effects button down here and add a color overlay. Make sure the overlay is completely black by clicking on this little rectangle and making sure it's all at 0. Now just do the same thing for every layer. Once you're done, it should be ready to print on your inkjet film. So we'll hit File, then Print, and scroll down a bit to the printing marks section of the printing box and add center marks and registration marks. This will make lining up the colors way easier on the press later. But since this design is going on a black shirt, I want to add an underbase. To do that, I need to head back to my Layers panel. Here I need to add a stroke to each color. That way there's a slight border to the individual colors going on top of the underbase. Select Effects, then Stroke, and I'll make the stroke 2 pixels and make sure the color is set to true black. This makes it so there's no white showing on the edges of the final print. Then hit OK and we can move on to the next layer. Do this for each layer, making sure that they are set to 2 pixels and true black color. So if you are printing with an underbase, it would be better to print this new layer with the 2 pixels surrounding it. That way there is no white peeking out from underneath the final colors of the print. The last step is to print the underbase and each individual layer. So next, I'll turn off the stroke layers in order to print the final underbase on inkjet film. The underbase can all go on one screen since it's all white. So head over to File, then Print, and don't forget to add center and registration marks. Once you're done printing your underbase, you can go ahead and head back to the Layers panel, turn the stroke layer back on, and print out each individual color. And that's the process to separate your design colors onto multiple screens for printing on a black t-shirt. Now let's go over what it's like to print on a white t-shirt. The process is basically the same, but you don't need to add the stroke around each layer since you will not be using an underbase. So open your image in Photoshop and make sure it's an RGB, and then make sure it's set to 300 dpi. This design will be about 12 inches wide. Then make your layer copy and continue with the process. Use the magic eraser tool to erase the background, making sure to get all the white parts of the background. Here it left out the white in the eyes, so I'll make sure to select that and delete. Now it's time to separate the colors. Using the magic wand tool, select the first color, then right-click, select similar, right-click again, and make a new layer via copy. Follow this process for every color. Once you have your colors separated into layers, it's time to add the color overlay. Head over to the effects button under the layer panel and hit color overlay. Don't forget to set the color to true black by making sure these are all zeros. Once you're all done, you're finally ready to print. No need to make extra stroke layers or add an underbase. So we'll hit File, then Print, and make sure to add your registration marks to each layer you print. It's super important to do this part to make lining up the screens on the press way easier later on. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. If you liked this video, please make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll talk to you in the next one.